Heyo! Alright, cool. My name is James. This is my channel, Big Ol' Words. And tonight we're going to be playing some Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Yeah, I first started streaming, it might have actually been next week of last year, but around this time. And, yeah, I've been really pumped to do it. And the first game I tried while I was just kind of figuring out some of the stuff was Zelda 2. And it's funny how much I've changed the setup and stuff since then. How much better I think the production and everything has become. And also, like, just how many more people are hanging out to watch these every week, which is fucking super rad. So, yeah, props to you guys for sticking with it for a year. I'm just going to give a quick shout out to everyone. I read a little bit of the comments while I was waiting. I saw that Matt and Child of Cascadia, glad you guys got your mail. Thank you guys. Scott Bogfoot, NES Addict. Ooh, an early leg day. Look out. Jeff Linquist, Dorlax, and NHSADM. Okay. Nexus Creed, Bronco Breaks, Highland Fox, an appropriate name for this game. Ari Carr. Jeez. Anybody else I'm missing? It's good. Bob Dolomite, excellent name as well. Lucidus, thank you as always for moderating. Glow and Show, Satoshi Matrix, what's going on? This game is where you play Zelda. Zelda 2. Oh, that's good. That's good. Teddy Belcher, oh, nice. That's from Bob's Burgers, right? Yeah. No, that can't be right. Anyone else I haven't said hi to? I'm just going to get right to it. You guys rule. Let's play a little bit. I don't think I have the sound on mod. This is the only time you hear this music, so I'm going to let it play for a second. I was going to start the stream a little earlier, and then I looked to see how long the previous streams were, and it was about 5 hours. I am not going to play this for 5 hours, so I was thinking if I started earlier, maybe I could finish it tonight, but I don't think I'm that good. I'm like pretty good, but maybe not that good. Jeff, you got your t-shirt? That's awesome. If you want, and if you feel like it, send me a picture. Anyone else who got a t-shirt, please send me a picture. I'd love to share it. Love to see it, but I'd also love to share it if you're down. If not, all good. All right, let's get to it. So this I thought was really funny at the time, which is that I just kept naming him different versions of Link. Looks like I'm gonna have to delete Lunk. There's Lunk, Lank, and Lonk. I'm pretty sure I did beat the game as Lonk. I think that was the last stream I did, so we're gonna get rid of. Fuck it, we're gonna get rid of all of them, and I think we're gonna go with. Let's go with Lank. We still got Lank and Link with a Y. Alright. Feeling pretty good about Lank. Ugh. I love this game. Even before I started streaming, I would generally play it about once a year. I wouldn't call myself like an expert at it or something, but I would say I'm like at least okay at it. I can generally beat it without too much issue. The only part I would maybe have a little bit of issue would be the last castle. As far as like where to go, I don't always remember where to go. And I apologize if anyone wants to read what these dorks have to say. I'm probably not going to be talking to too many. So I'll get a few of these out of the way. I think people kind of point to Zelda 2 as having obtuse text, but it's really not that bad. Like, that guy was actually kind of useful. Like, you need the hammer to open these things. Sorry, I know nothing. That's right, girl. Keep walking. And yeah, there are plenty of people who are not useful at all, but yeah, there's still some clues hidden in there. I just don't remember it. I don't talk to anyone anymore. Like, this lady tells you there's more places you can go talk to people. Useful information. CeeLo. I wish. And I think if you watched the last stream, which I don't know who watched the very first stream I did, but I'm very bad about using shield. As a kid, I never owned this game. One of my best friends owned it. We would play it a lot. And I never really understood what the point of shield was. And so we would never use it. We would only use, like, I don't even know what's in here. We'd only use the magic for, like, jump or life if we needed it, or fire, or whatever it was. Go west. Hold on 1 second. This kid is fucking lying to you. And get candle in Parappa Palace. So he might mean once you're inside the palace you go west, but the palace is to the east. So that's like a very useless clue. Go west. How cool is it when Big Boy came out in the Super Bowl? Yeah, that was cool. That was the Atlanta Super Bowl, so unfortunately other things happened, and no, that was the one we hosted, not the bad Super Bowl. Yeah, I like flew back the day of that Super Bowl, and and I like got on the train heading back from the airport, and there was like all these people who were just there, and they were like already wasted, and like, wait, where's the party? Where are we going? I was like, what party? Like, obviously I knew the Super Bowl was happening, but like, as someone who lives in that city, what am I telling them to do? Like, go down to you know, the one street where you go and fight people. I don't know. I have no idea what to suggest to a tourist for something like that. So I'm trying the trick. It's not really that important right now, but yeah, fuck it. We're just gonna go. If you can hit those dudes right here, then you can skip this part, but it's really not that difficult. Anyway, so I would play it a lot as a kid, and we would never use shield because I just didn't really understand how important it was. It just seemed like a waste. So we would use all our magic on mostly life, but you know, anything else you had to use. And now I'm like, oh, I get it. Memorial Drive. I don't think that's where we send people. I actually live pretty close to Memorial Drive. Yeah, I used to be terrified of the Ganon sound. It is very, very scary. Let's see if I can get it to work this time. Never mind. Fuck it. Yeah, people often talk about whether this game is good or I don't know. It's kind of a discussion I didn't really understand until years later, once the internet became a thing, that there were people that didn't like Zelda 2. I didn't know anything about that as a kid. I just thought it was pretty fun. I don't think anyone I knew that played it was like, oh, I really wish it was more like the first game. Like, I don't think any of us cared. At the time, we had no real frame of reference for what games could or couldn't be. It was just like, oh, a new game came out, like, I'm going to play it. Alright, let's go west. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it's right. So I always just thought it was... I did, even as a kid, knew it was very hard. Very, very hard. My friend and I, my buddy Dean, would just stay up all night, and we would often start from the beginning for some reason. Like, we would lose our file or something, I don't know. And it was always the hammer. The hammer was like the big goal. We would never really make it much further than the hammer. That could take all night just doing Death Mountain. Did he say it sucked? Did AVGN say that it sucked? I remember he did a review of Zelda 2 later, but it wasn't even really that he said it was that bad. And most of it, I remember, was just talking about Zelda in general. I mean, Simon's Quest, for sure, which obviously he was not correct about. That game is fun, but... Doom, doom, doom. I don't really have a great thought on like upgrading or not upgrading. The only strategy I've ever really had in this game, and I guess I have some strategies, but my main strategy would be to save your upgrades as much as you can, and by that I mostly mean don't beat the bosses of the castles until later on. You'll like you really want to save those, because if you beat a boss in this game, it automatically upgrades you to the next level. And as the game goes on, it gets harder and harder to upgrade. All right, cool. We have shield. Pretty useful potion. I'm kind of going to assume most people have played this game. I'm not going to maybe explain everything, like the fact that you can find potions inside of statues sometimes. I'm gonna assume most of you guys have tried this before, but if there's any weird tricks or anything, I'll try and remember them. But otherwise, I'll just play like you know what I'm doing. I think Satoshi Matrix mentioned playing the Famicom Disk System version of this, which, yeah, even though it's in Japanese, yeah, it wouldn't be too much of a problem for me, because I just generally know where to go. That would be cool. I'm sure. I've never played it. I'm sure the music is pretty different, and there's probably some maybe different sprites or something. That sounds rad. Maybe next year. I did buy a disc system. I have not gotten it up and running yet, so that'd be cool. There's also like there's a hack for this game, Amida's Curse, is that what it's called? That people have recommended, and so maybe next year that's what I'll play. If some kind soul wants to donate that game or something like it, I will definitely play that instead of playing Zelda 2 again. These guys are surprisingly some of the hardest enemies in the game, just right there. Let's wait. Let's get some attack here. Our attack sucks. Jeez. Yes. Will I have enough for another one? Yep. Let's do it. What up? Oh, look at this guy creeping on the edge of the screen. See, like, even there, I could have used shield. There's no reason not to use it. You can't use magic for anything else right now, so... But I always forget. Maybe I'll use it right here. Oh, wait, not here. Hello, Keith Barron. And hello to everyone else out there if I haven't said hi to you yet. Appreciate you being here. This is, yeah, I always try and play a different game every week if I can. I try not to play anything that takes, you know, more than one session. Maybe at some point I'll, if I get more time, I would like maybe do an extra night where I would stream something that's ongoing. But for now, not so much. But this is something, and I probably will play Castlevania 3 again, at least beat it, and then I won't play it like once a year like this, but I streamed it very soon after I streamed this, and just didn't go hard enough with it. I played it for a little less than 2 hours, And that's not enough time to beat Castlevania 3 unless you're some kind of wizard. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I have this thing where I try and use all the keys, which really doesn't, I don't know why I do this, because it really doesn't matter. Later you get this like skeleton key that opens all the doors, but you can kind of run into some issues if you don't use all the keys, because you can then open doors in other castles that you really needed to find the key first, and so it can kind of fuck you up if you like backtrack, or I don't know. There's just lots of stuff. I think that's the end. Is this the boss? Yeah. All right, we're out of here. That's it. That's the first castle. Do you know Zelda 2 rap by Dwayne and Brando? I do not. Is it any good? Faxanadu is amazing. I love that game to death. There's a reason why that and this are my favorites. Not like my favorite game, but they're both pretty high up there. And it's just that there's something about this style of action that I really like, where it's like you're not really fighting, but you're kind of like jump fighting. It's like kind of bob and weave tactics, and then the exploration and spells and inventory and stuff is pretty fun. I do have plans at some point to do a Zelda 2 clones video. I've done one about Legend of Zelda. There's honestly not that many games that I would say really resemble Zelda 2. People have mentioned Rambo. That's an option. Faxanadu is definitely one. I can't really think of... Oh, Battle of Olympus. Yeah, that's the obvious one. And then I would say Simon's Quest is very much in the same vein as Zelda 2. Yeah, I can't do anything in Rambo. I think I've like barely played it. What's the one she did recently? Oh, Battle of Olympus. Yeah. She's got more resolve than I do. So, some of the games that she plays, she'll go all the way with it, like Faria. Fuck no, dude, I hate that game. So props to her, but yeah, I'm not giving some of those that much time. Battle of Olympus, I've tried several times, and even with a guide, I find it kind of frustrating. I just don't think the controls are very good. I like the atmosphere and design of it. I find the controls very unresponsive. How's my t-shirt? I think it's holding up pretty well. I hope everybody else's is. That's my biggest concern about going like a third-party route, as in not just like hiring someone here in Atlanta, is just not knowing the quality of the shirts. Like, I did several test prints to make sure that I liked it enough, but like I can't guarantee the quality, and for that I feel kind of bad. So I really do appreciate any feedback anyone can give me if they bought a shirt, just to tell me that it looks good, because at some point I'd like to make a different kind of shirt, and if that's the easiest option, which it is very convenient. I deal with zero logistics, and all I have to do is create the design, so that part is awesome. The battle system in Faria is impossible. The enemies are way too hard, and if you die, you lose your money, which you really need money in that game. It is extremely important in order to upgrade everything you need. It is definitely a game made for save states, but it's like you would still have to do, and it has Zelda 2's walk around and run into things mechanic, but then it goes into a Zelda 1 style battle. But those battles are very challenging and not in a fun way. Just in a I feel like I should have hit him and I didn't hit him, but I think I should have hit him sort of way. See, why not? I should just use shield all the time. Because at the beginning, you really do not need magic. It's really not until you get life that you need magic. The design of your shirt started flaking. Okay, that sucks. Where did you order it from? DJ Axis. First time catching one. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Thank you for coming. Streaming. This is about a year of me streaming. I really was not ever planning to do streaming. I was just gonna do reviews, and then I just kind of, I don't even remember why I decided to start doing it, but now I really enjoy it. It's like something I really like having as part of my schedule for the week. It's just, you know, Thursdays are coming out here to my little cave and doing some streaming. I'm like surrounded by stuff, cool stuff. I mean, in general, always kind of surrounded by like games and stuff out here, but oh. Wait, didn't I just get the trophy? Wait. I did? Oh, that's so stupid. Wow. That's amazing. No, you cannot skip the statue. If the chat was auditory, I assume I would have heard a bunch of people screaming all at once to be like, what the fuck are you doing? What I'm doing is apparently being a dummy. The whole reason of going in here is to get the statue, and what, I just didn't get it for some reason. Too busy chatting away about some bullshit. Oh boy. This is a precarious spot. That's an even more precarious spot. I'm just gonna walk away, see what happens. Okay. Oh my god. I can't believe I did that. That's too funny. This has got to be the dumbest thing I've ever done in this game. Sorry, I had to read that for a second. You say, I'm so used to talking at YouTube and not watching live streams where I could have contributed. I'm not sure what you mean. I often find that these days I check the chat a little less, and it's not because I don't want to. I think it's gotten to the point where you guys often have conversations with each other that I don't really follow. So then if I look at the chat, I'm not really sure what you guys are talking about. Sometimes you're like asking me a question, and then I try and pick it up. But yeah, sometimes. Let's see what's in here. I never look. There he is. There's our guy. There's our guy. I see. So speaking of Garaya, isn't that... I feel like that's a character in Zelda 1, is what her channel is named after. Error is my middle name. Awesome. The boomerang throws, okay. So hit the wall for me. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. You gotta give him some meat. Alright. Don't tell me I didn't get jump. Like I just went in there and then didn't get the spell, because then I'm gonna feel like a real dummy. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I try and offer people meat in every stream. There's usually some wall meat. Whee! Yeah, it's funny how much of a challenge this part used to be for me as a kid. Now it's nothing. Okay, take it back. But just those boomerang dudes used to fuck me up as a kid. Oh, that guy tossing the boomerang? I see. That's a guy. Got it. I was thinking from the first... I see. Because, yeah, they said that he stole it, and then he was the one I had to fight to get it. Oh, I like it. Alright, while we're here, let's visit old boy. I never remember exactly where he is, but he's up there somewhere. Jeez. Maybe I should just go get the life spell. No. Oh boy. Fuck. That's not the one I wanted to land on. Huh! There it is. This actually took me forever to find as a kid. And it must have been Nintendo Power. I don't know how you're supposed to know where Bagu is. Glad to know somebody's high as fuck out there. That is what AF means, right? Oh boy. Will I make it? Only time will tell. Shit. That is a really stupid place to die. I'm not attempting any sort of like deathless run or something like that. That's not my intention here. And in fact, if I'm at a place where it makes sense to unalive myself, I will unalive myself. Just so I don't have to backtrack. Something in here. Some money. I don't think I got the money up top. Oh well, I'll get it later. Screw it. I'm gonna fight. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. Really playing with fire in this stream. Totally unnecessary. So the trick in this level is that lady wants a mirror. And she left it in here. Under this table. I don't know how you would know that, but... it's like hard for me to imagine what it would be like to have to solve some of these problems blind, I guess. I've just been playing it for so long that it's like, and then you go there and you get the water because this person's thirsty. I don't know. So like, I don't know like how intuitive or not it would be to find that mirror. Let's use it right now. Oh, you can't use it in here. Okay. It's gonna try and stop that beeping, but I'm pretty sure you can use it in a town. Weird. I was almost certain you could use it in a town. There you are. People love to make the joke like you're I like the trap house, like you're going in there to get laid or something. I never really, even as a kid, I never really thought that, but I guess I just assumed they were nice ladies who, you know, made you a dinner or something. I think I'll have to show it to him again anyway. I don't know why I did that, but we're not going to the hammer yet. We're gonna go to the second palace, get the glove. You don't need it for the hammer, but it helps to be a little higher leveled. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe I was a little short on magic, because at this point you can only... I wonder if I could skip this. Nope. Oh well. This one's not too hard. I say with confidence. The very best thing for me is the down thrust, which we'll get soon enough, but not soon enough. It's very helpful at every stage of the game, and once you get it, it really makes the combat a lot more doable, in my opinion. Jesus, James. Not enough for shield. Hurrah! So let's see, there's 6 castles. I'm trying to get up to level 6 in every category. And once I'm up to level 6, then I'll beat all the castles. If I can get there earlier than that, like before I've even got to like the pyramid castle or whatever, dungeon, I call them castles, but they're really dungeons. That would be ideal. Ideally, I would have level 6 or higher earlier, and then I could beat the castles before, like as I'm playing them, instead of having to backtrack, which takes a little while. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but it'll make sense later, maybe. Yeah, who doesn't love hearing small sections of music over and over? Palace is the correct term. Yeah. There's nothing here. I do often get a little turned around in this palace for some reason. I don't know why. This one's not very complicated, but I often go the wrong way. So bear with me here. Like... Oh boy. Jeez. I think I need my attack level a little higher. These guys are surprisingly harder than I thought they'd be. Yep, there it is. First mistake. Jesus Christ, James. If you never played it, these are not the hardest enemies. I don't know why I'm getting jacked up by them right now. And there's sometimes a fairy over here? No. Let's see what's down here first. I don't want religion in my game. I was actually thinking about religion in my head instead of saying it out loud, which was that I just said Jesus Christ, and I often say it because you know, I don't mean any offense to anyone who has any sort of religious belief. I really, if I'm saying something like that, or God damn it, I really am not intending it. I actually said it to my mother, who is kind of particular about that stuff. And she didn't say anything, but I could tell she was taken aback for a second. It's not intentional at all. I don't have any kind of disdain for religion. I actually studied religion in college. That was my major, so I think I have plenty of respect for everyone's faiths. But that being said, I was watching SNES Drunk, which is my favorite YouTube channel probably, and he was doing a playthrough of Dusty Diamond Softball, which, or maybe it was Little League Softball, one of those, but with NES Friend, who I would say has kind of a similar channel to me. His channel is older than mine. I didn't know about it until I started making this, actually, but and they were playing it, and I heard NES Friend say, "Gosh darn it." And I was like, damn, dude. I think you gotta have a lot of self-control to say that, or a lot of conditioning. And maybe he was saying it to be funny, or maybe that is actually, you know, what he says, but like, I heard it and it really stuck out like a sore thumb to me because I so casually use kind of, you know, for lack of a better term, blasphemous wording all the time. That like hearing someone say "gosh darn it" is it sounds like something I would say in like second grade. Yeah, Dustin Diamond teaches chess, exactly. Okay. Years ago, I read Dustin Diamond's book, Behind the Bell, which was pretty funny if you've never read it. It is very, very bad, and not like the juicy stuff he says is pretty funny. I don't know how much of it is true, and I think most of the cast kind of refuted everything he said. But there's like, I mean, just it looks like they really pumped it out. There's not just like spelling and grammar mistakes, but like there's a whole chapter that's completely repeated. Like just no one read this book before they put it out to print. And also maybe unfortunately watched his sex tape. It was pretty rough. My friend was convinced and is still convinced that he used a stunt double for that, which I think was pretty funny if that's true. Judas Priest. Yeah, I like NES Friend. I mean, zero offense. I watch his channel. I've subscribed to it, and he does a great job. So, it was Hayden Loves Animes who kind of put me on to doing videos in the 4:3 format. I hadn't really known that was an option, and he mentioned, or they mentioned, sorry, that that NES Friend did his videos in 4:3. I had watched tons of them and hadn't realized it, so that's also pretty cool. But the longer I do this, and the more I try and work on just various things with the just with like style and editing and stuff. You know, I still watch other people's videos, especially if they're covering something that I'm starting to talk about, just because I want to try and differentiate myself as much as possible. I want to make sure that I'm not biting anyone, or like even coincidentally doing something too close to what they've already covered. But so far, I generally like will make a review, and then if I know there's other reviews out there, then I'll watch them. Like I saw Cannot Be Tamed did a review of a game I'm about to talk about, Kid Clown, and I haven't watched it yet. I will watch it, but just to kind of get a sense of like what she thinks of it, how it differs from what I said, and if I really like watched it and I was like, holy shit, like every joke I was gonna make, every like nuance that I was gonna point out was already pointed out, I would chuck it. But so far, not to like kiss my own ass, like I've done something great or unique, but I haven't really found a video that I felt like covered too much of the stuff I've done. I don't know if that makes sense. One of the first reviews I did was for Darkman, and I've talked about this before, but it came out coincidentally on the same day that the Angry Video Game Nerd reviewed Darkman. Maybe like 30 minutes beforehand, but it's not like I knew he was gonna do it and I was trying to get ahead of him. You know, I had just been making it, and I watched his review, and there's like definitely some stuff, but like they're very different. You know, it's some of the things I really focused on he didn't talk about, and vice versa. So it kind of was a relief to me. I didn't feel as self-conscious about it. Should be able to use shield now. Yep. Hell yeah, pay up, fool. This is Link, the debt collector. It's fucking payday, dude. Dum dum dum. Come on. I did already get the glove, right? Yeah. No glove, no love. Everybody's paying out tonight. So my goal here is really to make it as far as I can, get as many points as I can, and hopefully not die, because once you die, you lose any points you've accumulated. So if you are going to die, you kind of want to do it after you've leveled up. Sorry, Zubaz and Suburban Commando. Screenwave did it, AVG. Oh, yeah, I guess. I know people are really heated about whatever is happening over there these days, but I don't really care. I think people are like, I kind of feel bad for that dude because he has. Can I do this? Oh boy, I fucked that up. I feel like he has really high expectations and like a very rabid fan base. But it's like, you know, he's been doing it forever. He's covered everything he really can. And unfortunately, it's like the other stuff he was really into didn't pick up. Like the Monster Madness or the board game. I don't know if that was what the deal with that was, but some of the other series he was working on didn't seem like they worked as well for him financially as the Angry Video Game Nerd, and so he kind of just got stuck playing that same character forever. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. And now it's like people are mad because they don't like the quality or the tone or whatever, or that he's like, you know, got read ads at the beginning, and you know, as someone who's like about that age and, you know, loves doing this and would love it if this was like my job for real, I don't fault that dude at all, man. Like, this shit does not pay money, and he's doing what he needs to so he can probably just spend more time with his family. It sounds fucking awesome. I would love it if I just made one real video a month, let a bunch of desperate dudes help me to make, you know, content, and then I just like spent time with my daughters. Sounds like a dream. And then, you know, watch people online talk shit about me. That's a worthwhile trade-off. I will take it. Give me those sellout dollars. I will take them. And I will spend time with my kids. And my wife. Sorry, I don't know why I left her out. She's the one. I see my daughter more than I see my wife these days. We're kind of on opposite schedules, and she is, as I mentioned, pregnant right now, and so very, very tired and not usually feeling too well, unfortunately. But it's still the early part of the pregnancy, so it will get a little better and then a little worse. Everything sounds better than a 9 to 5. You don't have to backtrack that way either. You can still kill the boss, just jump over the statue. Wait, what? Wait, am I going the wrong way? What do you... hold on, I gotta think about that. I am going the wrong way, but, I see. I've never thought about that. You're saying you can beat the boss, but don't collect the item? I mean, what's the point then? That doesn't matter. I mean, I get what you mean. That's kind of cool. I didn't know you could do that, but like, inevitably... Oh, I guess you could leave the castle? Where the fuck am I going? I don't know. Maybe. This does make the playthrough a little longer, and I bet if you were like speedrunning this, you could probably skip all this stuff. Like, just beat the boss and you'd be fine. You get all your stats, or you wouldn't need them because you're so godlike. You can beat the game at whatever the minimum is. Probably all 3s, I guess, or 3, 3, 2. No, it'd probably be all 2s. No, all 3s, because you start at level 1. Oh, yeah, you wanted that, didn't you? Talking to the blue blob like he owes me something. Or they. I don't know what their gender is. It's a blue blob. Yeah, I will say I still watch AVG and stuff. I don't find it super entertaining anymore. They're a little long, And I assume that's probably also part of the plan, is like you make it longer so then you can have more advertising, or maybe the algorithm pushes it more. But they're too long for me. I just made a video that I did not intend to be 18 minutes long. It just kind of happened that way, but once I made it, I was like, fuck, I can't really go back and change this, but I did not want to make it 18 minutes. I'm shooting for the longer videos, maybe being like 12, maybe 14, under 15 minutes. It just feels like, for me, my attention span is a little short. I think right around 10 minutes is like ideal for a topic I'm interested in. When I see like someone doing some kind of deep dive into Game of Thrones and it's an hour and a half long, and I click on it and then realize it, I'm like, oh, you dick. Like, I'll just go watch an episode of Game of Thrones. I'm not gonna watch you dissect it for an hour and a half. That's so unnecessary. Yeah, I guess it would depend on the game. I see what you mean. And I think that's, you know, like, I'm doing a review of Kid Clown right now, right? I haven't even recorded the audio. But I would assume once I record the audio, it'll maybe be 7 or 8 minutes. My videos are starting to get a little longer. Not for any, like, financial strategy. It's just, like, I think I'm just finding more things I want to talk about as this channel goes on. And, but, like, you know, 30 minutes? That's how long some of these videos are. Do you need to make a 30-minute long video about Kid Clown? You can. You know, you could, still gonna see her. You know, you could make some skits, or play all the sequels, or I don't know, you could really pad it out, but that to me is excessive. No one needs that much Kid Clown. About 5 minutes is plenty. Well, excuse me. I don't even remember the, oh man, I used to love that album, The Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking. For some reason, my friend and I got it at the library of all places. I used to watch The Legend of Zelda. I used to watch the Super Mario Brothers show, and I would have loved the Zelda episodes. They were my favorite. And I don't remember that being his catchphrase. It wasn't until years later that probably the AVGN pointed out that I was like, oh man, that is pretty obnoxious. I just remember it being awesome. And it kind of is. I watched it pretty recently, and it wasn't great or anything, but the like action was better than I thought it was. Sure. Let's see if I can get to the hammer with 2 lives. I think that's how many I have. Yeah. It's not great, but I can do it. The most likely place for me to die in this game is anywhere there's a pit and someone kind of precariously placed right next to it. That's a good spot for me to eat it. You like that? Yeah. I was thinking about David Cross, because you know, like the intro sound or whatever to my channel is from Mr. Show. It's David Cross singing, and then that little subscribe thing is also David Cross, and I am and always have been a big fan of his. I especially Mr. Show, but then later like his stand-up was pretty good, and then I would watch whatever he was in, you know, Arrested Development or whatever, and but I did actually meet him when I was maybe about 21 or 22. He was at a bar here in Atlanta, and I went up to him and said, said, David Cross, you're my hero. And he was just kind of hanging out there. He kind of turned to me and he went, cool. And then turned away. And after that, I decided I would never do that again. I would never talk to a celebrity again if I saw them. And I would see a lot because where I worked was like kind of in the mix. I worked at like a coffee shop in town, and it was like, you know, just where everybody was at, basically. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whew. This is gonna be a close one. And after that, yeah, I just stopped. You know, if I saw a celebrity or whatever, I would just maybe like give them a head nod or something, you know, but like it kind of crushed my spirit because he really was my hero. He did not want to be bothered, which I get, but it's like, yeah, no. Come here. Whew, am I gonna make it? Probably not. Oop. Oh, that was a mishit. There is a red potion at the end of this, but I don't know if I'll make it. Oof. Okay. This is when the blue guys get surprisingly treacherous. They're so unpredictable. I can't remember. If you go back in, is it there again? No. That'd be tight. Okay. Here's where it gets tough. Whew. Yeah, we'll use it. Yeah, I probably should have farmed some jars there, but, you know, this is for entertaining television, right? We're gonna try and just keep it moving. Truly, if I wasn't streaming, I would probably make sure I, even now, kind of got to level 6. Just so then I could beat the castles, or palaces, or whatever, a little earlier. But because I am streaming, I'm just gonna keep it moving here. I think this guy is actually harder than the red guy. It's a little harder to like get in on him. Yes. I've never gone that way. I don't know what's up there. Let's see. I think it's an extra man, but I think you have to. If I'm right, I think you have to fight a red guy for it. That's not worth it. Nope, it's nothing. Cool, thanks guys. Getting lucky on the backdrop. Yeah, I think so. It's pretty good. Try to get this thing on the green, but I got burnt out. Yeah, I have that thing, the Game & Watch. And it's pretty cool. It is a little impractical. Like it doesn't feel natural. But I do love that it has Like I got the Mario one, and that's not very cool. It doesn't like if it had Mario 3, then maybe, but it's like it's just like Mario 1, Japanese Mario. Japanese Mario 2, and then something else. I don't know if that showed up or not. It should have, but it didn't. Hold on one second. I get really annoyed about this. Like, it should say if someone did something here. So, hold on one second. Short Story Slam donated $5. Thank you, my buddy. It says, my son would like to know if you drew the rad Zelda and Link drawing. I wish. I am not that skilled. That is someone named Katsuya. And if you type in... Alright, I'm not going to fuck with this right now. I was trying to test the alert box, but oh well. Someone named Katsuya something who did several of those... several drawings for each Zelda. I don't know if it was at the time. It says it was official artwork. God damn it, why did I do that? But I've used it as like the thumbnail for the last stream and this stream. I just really like the style of it. It's kind of like, it's, there you go. Little late, thanks buddy.
Donated $5. My son would like to know if you drew the rad Zelda and Link drawing.
Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, I like it. It reminds me of like it's definitely a Japanese style, but it reminds me kind of if you guys know who Mobius is, like kind of just a more expressive take. I like it. Like the guy who did all of the Final Fantasy art, is that Tetsuya Nomura? It's like kind of that, like everyone has kind of like elongated faces, and it has kind of a sketchier style to it, like just looser lines. Oh. Look it up. Oh shit. Nah, we're not going that way. Make Zelda great. Yeah, I should try and play Link's Awakening on here. You know, I have it on the Game Boy, but I've only really played it like once or twice. I didn't give it a proper run through, and I did really like it. It's pretty cool, but just didn't really give it enough time. All right, so it would be ideal if I could upgrade before I died here, because this is my last life. Whee! Hurrah! Why not? I think there's something in this graveyard. Let's see. Nope. I thought there was. Oh well. I'll take it. Alright. Now our goal is to try and get the down thrust before I die. Because it's not the biggest deal to backtrack from here. There we go. It sucks to lose those points, but it's not the biggest deal. Yoshitaka Umano, thank you. That's who I'm. Tetsuya Nomura, I think, did the character. He did the music. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but yeah, Amano, who illustrated one of those Sandmans. I can't remember what it's called, but Neil Gaiman Sandman. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, fuck this. Let me get the down thrust first. I agree. I think the original Zelda is actually, for me, it's harder because I didn't spend much time playing it as a kid. And so I actually find the dungeons much harder. Like my timing just isn't as good in that as it is in this. You have one of those sharp twin Famicoms, but the disc system part doesn't work. Yeah, it was something else. It's called like Night. Yeah, okay, did the music. Something called, I can't remember. I don't know. I haven't heard of the one you're talking about. Yeah, I was talking earlier. I don't really understand the dislike for Zelda 2. I really feel like that was like a early 2000s forum thing that I was not a part of, because by the time I kind of got involved in retro gaming stuff, what's this bitch want? She wants some water. Fuck, what does this one want? Oh, she wants like medicine. Okay, I think that's what's in that there, or maybe I can't remember. Hold on one sec. But I don't think, like I said, that wasn't something that we debated as kids, and I really don't feel like it was something that that I was aware of at all. And then people were like bringing it up like it was just a known thing that people hated Zelda 2, and I didn't understand it. And I'm talking about like reading, I don't know, websites from like 2008 or something, when I was really getting into learning about all the NES games I could, that people would talk about it like that, and it just never occurred to me that that was a discussion. Like, who the fuck doesn't like Zelda 2? Get the fuck out of here. That doesn't make any sense. There are tons of games I don't like that people love, but this is not one of them. Like the original Final Fantasy. I'm not into that game. Or any of the Dragon Warriors. I think they're awful. But that's just me. Alright, what am I missing here? Oh, it's way back there, okay. I would say I prefer, let's see, where would Zelda 2 rank? My favorite Zelda game, I think I talked about this last week, is Twilight Princess. I really, really like that game. I should play it again sometime. And I think it's, of that style, I think it's my favorite, which is like definitely more in the Ocarina 3D style than some of the other ones that came later. Like Wind Waker is more of like open world, and same with Breath of the Wild. I don't like those as much, but I really did not like, and I'm sure lots of people will agree, Skyward Sword. I did not like that game at all. Whee! Jeez, there's a lot of alligator men. I don't know what they're actually called. I always called them alligator men to get this medicine here. Hey, you made it. Awesome. So I would say, where would I rank this? I didn't play Ocarina as much as some people, but I did really like that game. And I have tried to play... what's it called? Majora's Mask, and I did get pretty far in it, and I liked it. Once I kind of got used to it. The whole time thing, I know, is sort of the separating thing for a lot of people, and I agree. I was not really that into it, because there's a spell or whatever you get that just slows it down. So then it's like, what is the point of this? You just slow it down. Then it's like, then it's just a regular game. Wind Waker, I did love the design of it. I didn't really enjoy. I don't like that. It was like, you know, it's like broken into like a quadrant kind of map, and in each quadrant there would be something that you could explore, but it was never very interesting. It would just be like some shitty island, and maybe there would be like some bombs there, and then you're like, all right, well then what's in this one? F1, and you go over there and it's like, that one's got a piece of the heart, and you're like, okay, let's go to this next one. So then you just explore every quadrant. It's like, what did I really get out of that? Not just wasted hours not really doing anything. There you go. So yeah, I would say my favorite is Twilight Princess. My second favorite is probably Ocarina of Time. And then this game is probably third. And I did enjoy Minish Cap. I don't think I played enough of Link's Awakening to say one way or another how I really felt about it. What other games are there? I played a couple of the ones for the... I think it was the DS. The one with the train, and there was another one. I didn't really like either of those. I thought they were kind of whack. If you're just joining, we're playing Zelda 2, and probably not quite halfway. I've beat the, if you count the Death Mountain, the first 3 dungeons. This is King's Tomb. Okay. This is going to be the 3rd actual dungeon. I did get fairy right. Okay. After I beat this, then you go to the next section. I would say this game is kind of broken into 3 sections, maybe 4 if you include the last palace, where there's like a dungeon or 2 in each of them. And so you kind of like, once you get the raft, which is what I'm going to get here, then you go over to the next continent. All right. Spirit Tracks. Yeah, that was the one I didn't like. I think I remember Phantom Hourglass being okay. I think we are gonna do a little farming here. 10 at night, and when I do, it's something for my wife. So, jeez. All right, my farming idea sucks. This time you better be a potion. This time you're gonna be a potion. There we go. Let's see if we can get an upgrade here. Sorry to bore you guys for a sec. Alright, I guess it stopped giving out little red dudes to fight. Alright, hold on. Alright. These guys are very tough. This probably would have been a good place to use shield. Not sure what I'm doing. See why down thrust rules? Like, look at this. Whee! You can get that guy trapped in there. It just kind of accelerates the action. You can, if you don't want to fight someone now, you can really just kind of, oh, I don't have up thrust. You can just kind of pass over them. Yeah. So I still need 3 more. 4 more. My math is not great. I'm also on my 2nd drink, so I assume my skills are gonna go down from here. You can go this way, yeah. Someone pointed out that you can jump up there. And I have not been able to do it. Oh, look at that. Shit. I'm just gonna leave. That is surprisingly hard. Was this the first game I ever streamed? Yes. Hey, Chad, what's going on? Yes, this is the first one. It's funny to look back because it's like, yeah, I was using a different camera. Like I didn't really understand a lot of the things I needed. The game footage was way worse. There was a lot of issues I had to work out with just the quality, and then I realized later that it was the Nintendo I had was creating some like real wavy lines. It's still not perfect how I want it, but it's about as good as I can get it with my computer setup, I think. I think if I had a PC, or if I was maybe emulating instead of old school in it here, it would be a little clearer, and maybe the timing would be a little more responsive. Like it would show up as it's actually on screen. If that makes sense. What's over here? Ah. Ooh, this is a tough one. This is one that doesn't look very hard at all, but is actually very tricky. There we go. Actually made that a little easier on myself. Best Zelda game ever made. I like your style. I think I would... I can't say that, but it is very, very good. Not enough. Oh boy. Oh god. That was so bad. Not very good. I don't know what I'm doing. A little better. This is also a very hard part. Oh god. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? That was so stupid. Fuck. How do I fight this guy? Yeah, you have to fight him. Can I get him over here? No. How the hell do I do this usually? I like this strategy. Like the only way I really know how to hit these knights is by jumping at them. That's why that's so hard. Am I at the end? Shit, I was going the wrong way. That was all for nothing. How do I get out of here? I don't think you can get out of here. I don't, cause, oh, okay. Shit, that's bad. But I was like, how the fuck? I see. Let's see if we can get the item, upgrade, and then take the L. That'll send us back where we need to go. Do-do-do. This is actually a very prime place to die, unfortunately. It's a very easy place to get knocked in by those little buggers. All right, here we go. God damn, this guy's hard. Sadly, that did not happen, so that sucks. Have I ever played a Souls game? Bloodborne. Hit once, then dodge swords for 3 seconds. I'll try that. I've never really had a good strategy for them. I always just kind of wing it. Yes, I played Bloodborne. And I kind of played the beginning like 1,000 times. And then once I kind of realize, like, you get to a point where you can kind of save, sort of. Then I didn't like the game as much. I think I was kind of annoyed that the beginning was that hard. That it kind of made me not want to play it anymore. And a lot of people have talked about how great it is, but yeah, really, like, I played it for hours, and then I got to a certain point, I think I just lost interest. I'd been, I think, just playing the same thing over and over for too long. Alright, this is going to be a little boring for a second. What do I need for this one? I'm going to try and get an upgrade here since I died right then. That kind of put me a little behind. It'd be cool to start catching up here. I think it's this lady who's thirsty. I am thirsty, yeah. Couldn't walk like 10 feet to get that water. Going for the fire and the upthrust. Yeah, the fire is here. The upthrust is not till later, I think. Yeah, I think the hammer is the hardest part of the game. It isn't as hard as the last palace, but it's I think if, especially starting out, it's such a giant leap in difficulty from what you experience up until that point, that it really is the hardest thing about the game. It took me years to really get decent at it. Alright. So, just for a second here, I'm gonna do some firing. Well, not this guy. Come here. Because these guys have a pretty good payout. Apparently. Of course, I already need to go back. But in my opinion, this is probably the best place in the game to get your level up a bit. Jeez. These guys mean business. And unfortunately, the health lady's all the way to the other end of the town. He does do a lot of thrusting. See if I can... Wait, did I miss the magic lady? How did that happen? You don't actually travel any faster by jumping, but makes me feel better about it. Yeah, who knows about the King's Tomb, right? I don't know what a lot of that stuff is that they kind of throw in there randomly. Like, it kind of seems like there should be a point to that, right? So if I can do that without using the life spell, I should be able to... Oh, God. Someone say these are Tektites, like from Zelda 1. That's pretty interesting. I never really thought about it. That was just to avoid those things. Let's see. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Nope. I didn't know there were enemies that you didn't need fire for. I mean, this is the only time you really use the spell. I think one of the bosses, maybe, you need fire. But otherwise, it doesn't really have any purpose. Oh! That was so dumb. That was such a stupid way to die. So dumb. Cool. So I think what I'm going to do now is a little bit of exploring. And then I think I don't know. I'll just keep going. Fuck it. Trying to be strategic because I didn't mean to die there, and you know, you really just don't want to go into any of these palaces without full lives, because you just don't want to end up, you know, like you're about to upgrade and then you don't have enough lives left. So let's see. See if we can use the... See if we can use the trick. Okay, one down. Nope, no takers. Damn it. I don't think I moved enough then. Yeah, I don't want to do this. Those things are just annoying. There we go. Whew. It's this town, right? This is where you get the up thrust. I can't remember where though. Is it this guy? I think it's on another screen. Skip it with the fairy spell. Wait, skip what with the fairy spell? Up thrust is definitely way less useful. Still pretty cool though. I agree, Solstice would make a very good cover. Yeah, I don't know. Bit Brigade is playing here fairly soon. And I think they're playing Double Dragon and Ninja Gaiden, which is well, this is like a little kid. Let's see. Yeah. I'll go get him in a second. What does this little guy have to say? A powerful knight lives in... Okay. And yeah, sometimes I do wish they would play, not them in particular, but just the video game bands would play more like obscure stuff. Like they've played Legend of Zelda a few times recently. And it's like, that sounds really boring musically, not like game wise, but like musically. There's only like 2 songs in that. Come on, you fucking dicks. Ninja Gaiden is a good one because the music is, you know, different each stage. It's really challenging. It's not super long. Double Dragon will be cool too. But yeah, I would love it if someone did Solstice. That would rule. They should hire me to play Solstice. I'm not good enough to play it and not die, but there's a band that plays the Get Up music from Punch Out. That's pretty funny. That's awesome. Isn't there something over here? No, I guess that is it, but I don't want that. If you don't know what a link doll is, they're basically extra men. And while useful, you can only get them once, so you want to save them for the end if you can. That'll never stop being funny to me. Holding that child up. Yeah, anything from Tinfoil. Yeah, if I were organizing my own event and somehow I got to tell the band what to play, it would just be Tinfoil music. Can you play Solstice and then the Pictionary theme? Wait, don't leave. Yeah. Guys, it's gonna be cool, I promise. Look, the Pictionary music. Ugh, gotta do all this shit again. Should have just got this little kid first. Oh, what I was thinking. Sometimes they just don't feel like coming for you, apparently. All right. Gonna save this kid, or at least return him. The bridges are not that tough. I'm not They're definitely not. It's more like I just don't feel like attempting them. I'd rather just skip them if I can. I've heard that about the Fester's Quest, that the PAL version is better. Like, in theory, it's a pretty cool game, but yeah, I can't get into it. There's certain games like that, and I think it is kind of just they just. Because it feels like he's kind of inadvertently set the tone for a lot of people of like what games are good or not, and but that is one where it's like this seems cool. There's like cool music and it looks like it could be interesting, but like it does not play in a fun way. Fuck yeah, the music in Pictionary is good. It's the best. Alright, we are going to unalive ourselves here. And the reason I'm doing that is I just want to start fresh here. I don't really have that many points, so I'm just going to head back. Friends in Valheim. Cool. I don't know anything about. I mean, I've heard of it, but I've never played it. I think my brother maybe plays it, but he's quite a bit younger. He's 16 years younger than I am, so he plays stuff that I'm not really that familiar with. He also watches so much. It's definitely a big generational difference. It's like, you know, I think I told him I was playing God of War a few years ago, and he had already watched, you know, a walkthrough of the entire game. He knew all of the story. And I was like, wow, man, that's crazy, because I wouldn't do that. Like, sorry, mysteriously my printer started making sounds, and I'm out here by myself, so I'm not expecting to hear any sounds. That was weird. Jeez, and there's... That was the sound of me murdering a giant roach. We get all palmetto bugs. What we call roaches, but they're not. They're like giant beetles. They fly. They're not like little roaches. That one was like, fuck. Oh wait, my camera stopped working. Hold on. That's weird. I think it must have been me stomping around that did it, not the internet. Okay, that was weird. I kicked the... Yeah, I think I stomped so hard that I inadvertently turned the camera off. But yeah, we get monsters. I mean, that thing was like at least an inch long, maybe an inch and a half. Fucking gigantic. And yeah, you cannot get rid of them. They're the worst thing. They don't like... Possible to keep them out. I've tried everything. It's the worst. Oh look, there's my wife. She knows. It's like, I don't know if you were watching any of this up until I mentioned roaches, and then you're tuned right in, weren't you? Why aren't you asleep? Go sleep. Let's forget. There's something around here somewhere. See, exactly. I knew. I even thought about it. I was like, maybe I shouldn't say that this is happening because if Eddie is asleep, she'll probably wake up and start paying attention just from me mentioning that. So cool. Now the game's frozen. Awesome. That's so cool. This happened maybe a few weeks ago, where like the camera stopped working, and then the game footage stopped working, and then the mic stopped working, and it's like, what the fuck, man? Why can't I just do this without having any issues? Oh yeah, the up thrust. Does anyone remember before there is... Maybe it's like right there. I was asking if anyone remembers where the potion is in that part. There's a magic upgrade? Somewhere in the labyrinth, but I always forget where. Alright, I don't remember where to go in this. Definitely as the palaces go on, you know, I generally remember what I'm doing, but I don't. I remember less and less which way to go. Come on. Come on. There you go. No, don't you go back in that hole. Come on. I don't know why I was hoping there'd be something there. Oh no! I didn't have a key. James, Jesus, why did you do all that? So stupid. All because I didn't have a stupid key. Alright, now I got a stupid key. Whoa, hold on. Who told you you could just ride the bottom of the screen like that? Jesus. Why don't I remember these from earlier? Well, that was pointless. Wait, I have reflect. Okay. I was like, you need the reflect spell for those guys, but I have it. Forgot. I saved the child. One of these again. Cool. Alright. I think I'm gonna make it even easier for myself. Jesus. Oh my god. It's like I'm... Look at that. It's like I'm swinging right through it. Come on, that's so cheap. Look at that. Look at that. That's so fucking lame. Holy shit. So lame. Stop farming. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm doing. All part of my plan, 5 points at a time. Let's jump. I think you need jump for this. Let's give it a shot. You said it's running fast? No? Oh, okay. I don't think so. This is running on my original Nintendo. Just a regular old Nintendo. Oh yeah. Thanks, bud. Oh. That was awesome. What a prick. I have ordered the AVS. Whoa. But like, it's been a while. It still hasn't come. And I'll be very excited when that comes because then I think I'll be able to stream PAL games, which I can't really do right now because there's no AV out on the PAL NES. I know people always talk about you can kind of alter them, but I'm not that skilled, so yeah, that is a thing you can do. I'll take it. Whew. Not gonna make it, unfortunately. It's where it really helps to conserve your points, which I'm not doing a great job of. And I think I did the same thing in the last stream. Last time I tried to stream this was just not being conservative enough, unfortunately. That's all I wanted to do, actually, was open that door. All right. Not off to an amazing start here. 11. All right. That's cool. So we've been playing for about 2 hours. I would like to get a little further. And then that's probably going to be it for tonight. It'll just be a about halfway. And I'll pick it up again next week. And then probably I'm going to hop into some of these homebrews. Yeah. I'm really speedrunning the shit out of this. So, okay. Right. Pretty sure. I didn't look when I asked the question. Does anyone know where the magic bottle is over here that I'm about to get? I'm pretty sure there's one in the maze. If you guys want to give me that pro tip. Homebrews tonight. No, next week, or no, 2 weeks. I'll do a part 2 of this next week and beat the game, and then come back for that another time. I feel like it's like up here. Follow up the left side. What? I blocked that. Up and around the top left edge. Shit, now I gotta do that again. What? How did I hit that guy? Weren't even on the same plane. Am I trying to beat the game? Not tonight. What am I missing, guys? What am I missing? It's on the left side, but lower down. Okay. Guess we're just gonna keep playing this part again. Yeah, get the game atlas. This is one of those things that's like, I know generally where it is, like Bagoo's house, but I never remember exactly where. Not here? Okay. All the way over here. Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, now this one is a little tricky. There it is. I don't know how the hell you would find this, but somehow. What's down here? I don't remember anything about this. Sweet. All right. I'm gonna make sure I get that one. Where are we at? Okay. So I still need 2 more upgrades. Shit, 3 more. Fuck. I gotta really get some shit going here. Atlantis no Nazo. I've heard of that, but I've never played it. What's over here? I don't remember any of this stuff. Guessing this is another Link doll? No. P-bag. Cool. Take it. Is that it? Okay. Do I ever count how many hits it takes to kill a skull? You know, I really don't. I feel like as a kid I would count, and maybe it was like 100. I can't. Maybe it's 200. I can't remember how many it takes. A lot. I think I'm gonna kill some spiders here for a second. Some tektites. Get my stats up. And then maybe when I start the next playthrough, I'll just do a. Oof, that was a close one. Yeah, when I play it next time, I'll just beat the bosses and then beat the last 2 castles. Or 3, I guess. Any games that you don't like that seems everyone else does? Yeah, plenty. I was saying I don't like the original Final Fantasy or any turn-based RPGs from the 8-bit era. I find them all extremely tedious. Snake Rattle and Roll? I've never understood that game. I find it extremely frustrating. Trying to think of some other ones. I'm not that big of a fan of Contra. Like, I like Contra, but I don't. It's not like my favorite game. I think for a lot of people, it's revered, but I think I actually kind of prefer Super C. It's not. Neither is bad. They're obviously amazing, but it's not like my favorite. I'd rather play DuckTales. Probably rather play DuckTales than just about any game that exists, but... Or this game. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. 10 people here. That's awesome. Everyone's gonna leave. They're like, please stop playing Zelda 2. Actually, I have no idea. Let me look. I never can tell how many people are watching. I never look. But let's see. $83 watching. You're just lying to me. Wait, where'd that old lady go? Oh, she went back in. Okay. Cool. Yeah, honestly, very rarely do I play this where I actually will go out here and just kill things to gain points. I can usually time it where, like, each time I go to a palace, I'm at least upgrading once or twice. But I'm just not being, I think because I'm streaming, I'm just not really being very conservative is the word I want to use. Where I'm just not like, I'm just fucking around basically. I would like really be trying to like not get hit, I think, but I'm kind of just sort of trying to breeze through this, if that makes sense. I wouldn't say quickly, but trying to. Yeah, could be playing Desert Bus. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I think that was 25 hits at level 5 attack. One of the few times you have to use fairy here. Ooh, I was riding the Bronco there. Look at that. What do you know about that move? The old balls and shaft right there. Oh boy. Oh god. A little too slow in my reaction there. That's gonna come back to haunt me, unfortunately. Really need that life. See, like, I would probably do this a little more in a castle. Wait for these guys. See if one will drop. And eventually get, like, the potions that they drop. But I feel like this is pretty boring for you guys, so I don't want to just sit here all night waiting for the one blue drop in 10. There we go. Like I said, I once I get to around this part of the game, I don't usually remember which direction to go in a castle. I just kind of wing it. And I can usually tell, I mean, you can tell obviously when you get to the boss, but oh, damn. That motherfucker gave a lot of points. Come back here. Yeah, I'll take it. I didn't realize you were just handing out money like that. Anybody ever here? No. I don't know why I thought there would be something here. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, I know it's like kind of that nowadays people will do like, more like challenges to not die or, you know, speed runs or whatever. I'm not that ambitious. I just play these games for fun. So, and honestly, even though I've unintentionally died many times, I will very much intentionally die in this game just to save time, just to avoid backtracking. But I can definitely see, you know, having played this game a lot, I can definitely see ways in which you could do this more seamlessly, even without finding some kind of like big cheat or something. Where I could, you know, I could be getting points as I win, or I could be getting, I don't know. I could be beating the castles as I go. Oh boy. Shit. Alright, these guys are sitting ducks. Maybe not. Let's use the shield just in case. You motherfucker. Surprisingly hard to catch up to, though, unless they're right next to you. Anyone know what those things are called? I have no clue. Nut darks. That's what I'm gonna go with. Mago. Okay. Plan to review the whole NES library eventually. Like, piece by piece. Maybe. You know, games like this, I don't think I would do a review of, because I feel like it's pretty well documented. So I don't think so. You know, there's probably about 200 or so games that I would consider well known enough that I would probably never touch. And then there's probably another 200 that are maybe just not really interesting enough. Like I was trying to do a review of Rockin' Ball because it was made by Kid, who I've been talking about nonstop, and I thought I really wanted to do more Kid, like do a whole thing about Kid if I can. Yeah. And so I tried, but like there really isn't a lot to say about Rockin' Ball. It's a fucking pinball game. And like I could probably make one work, and maybe I will, but like that's probably something that's more touched on in one of these longer videos where I'm talking about games for like, you know, maybe a minute at a time as opposed to you know, 5 minutes or longer, which is what a review of that would be like. Oh, you guys can't see that I'm just murdering can't see that I'm just murdering skulls over here. Sorry about that. So the answer is no, my ambition is not to play every game. That would be a little too much. Either on stream or as a review. Backhand high as fuck. The cam is working for me, so hopefully it's working for you. But the sorry about the game footage. I mean, I say sorry. I honestly have no control over it. I don't know what the hell's going on. I can't remember. I feel like this is the way to the end. Don't have a key. Oh, you're back for more, eh? Come get some. The goddamn elevator got me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oof. Whew. Not the way I want to be doing this. Yeah. Yeah. Point it up. Sorry, this is a little tedious. Trying to save myself some time here, because if I get an upgrade right now, then I could start beating these palaces, which would be tight. What are you doing up there, buddy? Yep, there he is. Oh, you don't know about this sneaky tactic, do you? Dark nut. Sweet. Whew! Flute or wherever the fuck it is. I'm not sure where that is. Because I feel like I'm about to get to the end here. Yeah, you can tell that my tactic for 30 years has been avoid fighting those blue guys at all costs. I don't even try. Do not even try. Yep. Wah, 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 wah. See if I can get past this guy without getting hit a lot. So it's somewhere back here. And hopefully I can, if I get the upgrade here, then I'm gonna fight the boss. That's why I keep killing all these skeletons. Also gives me a chance to drink something. Guys talking about the Pac-Man flat arcades. That's always been my dream, is to have the Pac-Man sit down. The Pac-Man Galaga. I don't know if they made a Miss Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man is my favorite arcade game, so that would be the ideal, but yeah, we're gonna wait for a second. Get just a little bit more magic here. Oh, nope, never mind. All right, let's try this again. I had to move just to make sure I wasn't frozen. Bye. All right, came from the left. Let's see what's up. Nope, came from the up. See what's right. Pretty sure it's down is where I'm going, but no magic. I think I want to get some magic here. Hold on. Just go ahead and knock this out here. Any day. Any day now. Any day now. Jesus Christ. Not my day for blue blobs, apparently. Oh, God. There we go. Do I do that or do I get the attack? I guess it won't really matter. The attack would be more helpful, but I don't think I want to risk it, so sweet. Ooh, tabletop Miss Pac-Man is a thing? Hell yeah. I don't know what was down then. I do have a key, so... I'm gonna need another key, though. Fuck. Alright. Pretty sure that's where the item is. Let's see if we can find one more key. Sweet. I'll take it. Whew. Yeah, I'm glad I'm stopping here. I'm starting to hit a wall, but just tired. Long day. Same old, same old. Yeah, sometimes I really don't mean to, but I go way harder than I was expecting to on some of the videos. This last video I made about the rare games, which I like doing that that series about like obscure sequels. It just took forever. That really did take a long time, and I really pushed it. I think it was still uploading Monday night when I went to sleep. So. That's harder than I'm trying to go. I'm not trying to like do things that last minute. That's too much. But I had already kind of committed to it, and it was close enough. I knew I could get it done before Tuesday. It was just, you know, I don't want to be working like that. That's until I can do this, you know, full or more part-time. I really can't devote that much time every single night to doing something like that. It's a little overwhelming. Alright, I didn't see what was down. Let's see what's there. I got plenty of lives. Thanks, man. B. Shit. I'm guessing a key, maybe? I don't know what's down here. You know, the dungeons aren't really designed so you can miss keys. You really do usually need all of them until you get the master key in the second to last palace. Jeez. Sometimes you just can't line it up. Like, come on. That's a long ass way to find absolutely nothing. That's pretty boring. Here we go. Come on. Gotta make it to the end here of this castle. It's gonna be a very weird order if I can beat it. If is a very big if. I don't even remember which boss this is. Should be up here though. Right? Or am I in the wrong place again? Fuck, I think I went the wrong way. Nope. Alright, let's try it with one. Yeah, this guy. Whee! Alright. Said you can't get into the Discord. I struggle with it too. I check in on it because they, you know, there is a Big Ol' Words Discord, and I do check in, but I find it kind of hard to follow. Damn, dude, don't take yourself entirely off screen. Pretty funny that that's the first palace I beat. This is the 5th palace? And jeez. Gangbang me to death. We're just gonna put that in the background. They said the mic died? God damn, dude, I can't fucking win today. My 10, no, it is not disabled. This is completely unmodified. And I don't think I'm ever going to mess with it. Was dead. Yeah, I really don't know. So yeah, next time, next week I'll start by playing all the bosses in order, the first 4 at least, and then just beat it. That'll be one session there. So I've played for about 3.5 hours. It'll probably take me another 1.5 to 2 hours to beat it. So yeah, pretty good. Like I said, I thought I would start earlier and beat it all in one session, but I'm just not quite good enough to do that all in one run. It is tough to come up with videos, I would say, for sure. The hardest thing about it is just that, yeah, some of the topics are hard to cover because people have already kind of touched on them. A lot of the games have already been covered, which is, I think, why I am so interested in the PAL stuff, because no one really talks about those games. And then a lot of the really obscure stuff, you know, like no one talks about Funhouse. I think it's fascinating how terrible that game is. So, you know, I like to mess around with that stuff, but you know, eventually I am going to run out of stuff to talk about. There's only so many weird topics I can make up, but I've tried my best to kind of come up with ones I thought were somewhat original. It just kind of took a while, I think. How tall am I? I am 6'3". Don't have to finish every game each stream. Yeah, I try though. You know, unless I'm like really not feeling it. Like I played Totally Rad the other day and I just wasn't feeling it. It just was not very fun to like keep trying. Whereas like playing Vice Project Doom or something, like I kind of felt like I really wanted to beat it because yeah, I don't want to get to the last level and then be like, all right, I'm done, because I'm not going to stream it again. So, um, yeah, my goal is to kind of pick games that I can just beat in one try. So every once in a while, then I'll do a game like this where it's going to take a week or two. And like I said, if at some point in the future I really felt like I had more time, then maybe I would either here or on Twitch or something do like a weekly longer game where maybe I'd play like 4 hours of, I don't know, Chrono Trigger or something that like I just wouldn't really um, do on this kind of stream. I like to keep it a little shorter, and this is still 3.5 hours, which is or no, 2.5 hours. It's not too bad. So yeah, that's all I got, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will have more Zelda 2 next week. I should have another video, but it's we'll see. Life is catching up. Should have another video by Tuesday. You can check out my Patreon. It's patreon.com/bigolwords, where I'm doing shit. I gotta do a video for this week. I'm doing like just bonus videos, chatting about stuff on there, and then yeah, that's about all I can really think of. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Until next time, bye.